afternoon and welcome to the GTL Stream Team coverage of the New South Wales State League. This is the second grade matchup between your Ryde Hawks and the Vikings, and we are underway here in this game. Top of the first, Lex Traddles is the pitcher of record for your Ryde Hawks. Lachlan West is the batter in the box. The first pitch in from Traddles, shown bunt from West but fouled up over our heads. Your Hawks are in the field in this fashion. Lex Traddles is on the mound behind the dish. Andrew Johnston. Jack Nan is at first. Lachlan Heap is at second. Frank Clark is at third. The shortstop is Jun Camireso. And the outfield left to right, Tom Truelove, Miguel Nixon, and Brad Dalton. The designated hitter is Scott Edwards. The swing there from West. We'll see Traddles ahead quickly in the count. And we apologise for our logo still emblazoned across the screen there. We have run out of mouse battery. The technical issues, the joy of live streaming. And West will be called out on strikes. You may be able to see that under our banner there. But Owen's frantically rummaging around looking for batteries. He's got a whole bloody pack of them. So here we go. I might have scissors in my bag. So we'll keep the Game Time Live banner up on the screen in case you didn't know who we were. Harrison Gidney is the batter in the box. And that one's on the ground from Gidney, bounced away from Camireso, and it will get out to centre field, beg pardon, left field for a single. So a single to left field there for Harrison Gidney. And we'll bring to the plate Ryan Wenzel, and a shout out to Ross Bailey, who was headed off to hospital with a dislocated shoulder after an awkward slide at third base, and we wish him all the best for a quick recovery there. Hopefully that the shoulder is popped back in, and it's just now a bit of rest as that one is fired into left field by the batter in the box, Ryan Wenzel, and he's going to get a base hit there. So back-to-back singles to left field for the Vikings, and that is where we are now. Jackson Picot will step in for his first appearance. He's the clean-up tonight, or this afternoon. So just quickly, Lachlan West with the strikeout, Harrison Gidney with a single to left, Ryan Wenzel with a single to left. Jackson Picot is the clean-up. The 5-hole hitter is Cade Herbert. Josh Light will bat 6, Corey Bigwood 7. Patrick Harrison is the pitcher, and he will bat for himself in the 8-hole. And the 9-hole is Shane Riley. And Clark with the scoop there at third base. It won't beat Jackson Picot to the first. So a single to third base there. So the bases are now very, very, very quickly loaded with Vikings. Is that what they horde of Vikings? Yeah. That's what the Vikings were called when in groups. Were they hordes? Okay, so the Vikings are loaded the bases here, and it is the one out. Cade Herbert will step in for his first appearance. 71 miles an hour from Trattles, beg your pardon. The swing from Herbert. Herbert and West are like doubling up from under 18s this morning. The umpire in charge of this afternoon's game is Mr. Paul Jones. The field umpire is Mr. Jerry Cobb. Joe and Jane are scoring, and Owen and Richard are running the panel. Now we've got a brand new battery in the mouse. We should be on fire as Herbert fouls that one back in to the fence. I'm Kerry Choi, and now you know who everyone is. That's gold. You've been up and down the ladder in centre field all day trying to get that connected, and a AAA battery stumps you. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Herbert. And that's going to miss inside. 65 miles an hour from Traddles. 2-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Herbert will go down on strikes. Thought he'd drawn the walk. One's fouled off by Light. Josh Light is the batter in the box. It is 2 out now for the Horde of Vikings. One ball, 2 is the count now for Josh Light. And that's going to miss inside. Beg your pardon, I already thought it was 1 and 2, but here we go, it's 2-2 now. And Traddles will get the strikeout. And that bases will be left loaded with the Horde of Vikings. The innings went like this: strikeout, single, 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 strikeout, strikeout. Traddles will pick up 3 and keep the Vikings scoreless here in the top of the first. I'll go around the diamond and introduce you to the Vikings, where they've taken the field now defensively. The starting pitcher is Patrick Harrison. Behind the dish is Lachlan West. First base is Jackson Picot. Second base is Corey Bigwood. Third base is Ryan Wenzel. The shortstop is Harrison Gidney. Outfield left to right, Josh Light, Cade Herbert and Shane O'Reilly. Your Hawks will come to the plate in this order. Lachlan Heap will get us underway. Frank Clark will bat in the 2-hole. Miguel Nixon will bat 3. The cleanup is Jack Nan. Brett Dalton will bat 5. Tom Truelove will bat 6. Andrew Johnston 7. Scotty Edwards, the designated hitter, will bat in the 8-hole, and Jun Camioreso will round out the batting lineup for your Ryde Hawks. Patrick Harrison just going through his last few warm-up pitches. If you have just joined us, under 18s went the way of the Hawks. Third grade, despite a comeback from the Hawks, did go the way of the Vikings. So 1 apiece here in today's play. 2 games to go. Normally I would say the return fixture, first grade scheduled for 6 p.m. tonight, but it's not a return fixture. Wednesday, the patchy rain across Sydney did dump on ELS Hall. Surprisingly, it was dumped all on the park and in the surrounding streets, and then when you got back out onto Lane Cove Road, it was dry. It just absolutely hammered the park a couple of times during the course of the afternoon and evening, and it was deemed unsafe to play. So first pitch in from Harrison has jumped on by Heap and will be sent into the top of the fence. 74 miles an hour from Harrison. Outside and down for ball. So 1-1. Warm afternoon at ELS Hall, 26 degrees, and that's the top temperature expected to receive today. No of the R word expected in the next 24 hours. We've got some wind gusts out of the northeast, surprisingly, and we expect sunset at 8 p.m. What's happening here? So I've got 1-1 is the count. It was just a confirmation of that. So 1-1 is the count on Lachlan Heap. That's up and out for Heap. 73 miles an hour from Harrison. And again, up and out, 3-1. And the swing there from Heap will fill up the count. The full count now for Lachlan Heap. And the foul there from Heap will be enough to keep him at the plate. Just a tiny little bit of bat on that one. Need a snicko on that. Cross codes. That one again fouled off by Heap, but this one more decisively over the fence. That one fired back up the middle from Heap. It's going to be tracked and caught. Running backwards, Kate Herbert. So that out will be recorded as the fly out to centre field. And we've got a bat boy there. That looks like Max Minard, the bat boy, doing his duties. We'll say hello to Max next time he comes out and collects. Get him up on the screen. Great to see some of these young Hawks coming in to bat boy for the big boys. Frank Clark will step in now for his first appearance. First pitch in from Harrison, called a strike one. Haven't got a velo on that. 76 miles an hour from Harrison. That one's on the ground. Into the glove of Gidney, over to Pico, and the out will be recorded. That will bring to the plate for his first appearance. In fact, it isn't his first appearance for the day. It's his first appearance for this game. Miguel Nixon, along with Lachlan West for the Vikings, and Cade Herbert also for the Vikings, doubling up from under 18s this morning in under 18s double up rule. Miguel Nixon will step in for his first appearance in this game, but not for the day. The first pitch in to Nixon, ball one. And 72 miles an hour from Harrison, 1-1. And that's hit Nixon in the foot, and he will take a base. So the Hawks have their first base runner of this game, and it will bring to the plate for his first appearance the cleanup hitter and first baseman Jack Nairn. And sends that one skyward on the first pitch. And underneath it was West, not able to take the catch in foul territory. So the end of that will just be a foul. So just a foul on Nan. I think I'm getting a suntan on my back. I can feel it burning me. And the swing from Nan. So ahead in the count here, Harris. 0-2. One back into the top of the fence. Nixon had taken off the pitch. Just another long strike. So the ball there on Nan, the stolen base for Nixon. Good throw from West, but Nixon there in time. And Nan will go down on strikes. That will be the end of the inning here. And we will take a break and head to the top of the second. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome back to the top of the second innings. Corey Bigwood will step in now from the 7th hole for his first appearance to get us underway. And the first pitch in from Trattles will be outside ball 1. .72 miles an hour from Trattles, 101. That one's on the ground. The scoop from the third baseman, Clark, fired over to Nan. And he pulled him off the base a little bit. The tag applied. And the ground out there for Bigwood will be recorded as the first out here in the top of the second innings. And that will bring to the plate that pitcher for the Vikings, who is batting for himself in this game, Patrick Harrison. The first pitch in, 71 miles an hour from Traddle, strike 1. And that's immediately followed with a second one, so 2 strikes now. Thank you for that. They put the boys, Owen's just put the shelter up so I'm not getting burnt. Yay! And Patrick Harrison will go down on strikes. The 2 outs here quickly for Lex Traddles, and the Hawks will bring to the plate for his first appearance. And the final of the Vikings to come to the plate for the first time, Shane Riley. Riley will step in from the left side, lefty-lefty matchup here in the 9 hole. First pitch, 65 miles an hour from Traddle, ball 1. And that one chopped out by Riley, 1-1. And that one off the knob of the bat almost. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Shane Riley. Up and out from Traddles, 2-2. So full count now for Riley. And Riley will go down on strikes. Traddles getting the job done, picking up 2 more strikeouts to add to his tally, keeping the Vikings scoreless here in the top of the second. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the coverage from the bottom of the inning. Good afternoon and welcome back to the bottom of the second innings. Bradley Dalton will step into the batter's box to get us underway. No defensive changes. Patrick Harrison will remain the pitcher of record for the Vikings. Dalton batting here for the Hawks in the 5-hole. You'll see the first pitch in from Harrison, down ball 1. 73 miles an hour from Harrison. And Dalton's going to see that one up. Same velocity. 2 balls. And that one in at the feet of Dalton. So 3 balls now. And Dalton will draw a walk. So a lead-off walk issued here to Bradley Dalton. And we'll bring to the plate for his first appearance the left fielder Tom Truelove. And the first pitch in to Truelove is up ball 1. And pick off attempt there over to first. Probably more half-hearted than genuine, but keep Dalton honest at first. But he wasn't too far off the base. And down the chute for Truelove. 1-1. And that's up for Truelove. So 2-1. That's going to be at the feet of Tom Truelove. So 3-1. So down the chute, it's going to fill up the count. And a full count now for Tom Truelove. And Truelove will draw the walk. So back-to-back walks issued here to the Hawks. We'll bring to the plate for his first appearance the 7-hole hitter Andrew Johnston.
Let's go, bud!
And that one's fired back into the top of the fence from Johnston. Oh, and 1. Johnston fires that one into right centre field. Moving back and taking the catch will be the centre fielder, Cade Herbert. But Bradley Dalton will tag up and advance down to third base. So Johnston represents the first out here in this bottom of the second innings. And the Hawks now with runners on the corners. Just the one out will bring to the plate the 8-hole hitter and designated hitter, Scott Edwards. Another pick-off attempt again, kind of half-hearted. I think more just a reminder that I know you're there. Scott Edwards is the batter in the box. And Edwards is going to show bunt. It's called a ball. It's got away from West, but not far enough for the Hawks to advance. So a ball on Edwards at the plate. No movements on the base pass. And the bunt shown again by Edwards, and it's a cracker too, I've got to say. So the sacrifice bunt there from Scott Edwards used to great effect. So he's out. Truelove's moved to second base and Dalton's come home. So the sacrifice bunt will result in a run here for the Hawks. And Jun Camireso will step in now from the left side for his first appearance, and I said he will be the 9-hole hitter. So the final first appearance we'll have until we get some substitutions here from both starting lineups here. And the first pitch in from Harrison, called strike 171 miles an hour. And that's going to be a called strike again on Camireso. So 0-2 the count. And the swing will send Camireso back to the dugout. So the Hawks will strand a run, but they did get one, and as after 2 complete, we'll head to the top of the third on the Red Stitches scoreboard. Your Ryde Hawks 1, Vikings 0. We'll be back, excuse me, for the top of the third. The Cuppies. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the top of the third innings. The batter in the box is the leadoff hitter for the Vikings team. We've turned the order over here. No defensive changes for your Ryde Hawks. Lex Traddles out for his third innings of work. Lachlan West with the one strike, and now the ball 68 miles an hour from Traddles. So 1-1 is the count on West. What is that noise? Oh, it's that motorbike. Called a strike there on West. Yes, one of our players has a motorbike. I'm not happy. It's pretty dark over there. What's that? Hey, what's that? Crikey. That's a sitting up for West, a 2-2. Is there anything on the radar? Because that's yuck. That's outside, so full count now for West. And West will draw the walk. Traddles thought he had the punch out, but West will draw the walk. Harrison Kidney will step in now for his second appearance. He singled to left in his first at bat. Was a series of hits, back-to-back hits there for the Vikings, which did not result in a run. Traddles striking out the next two hitters. The bases were left loaded with those back-to-back hits from the Vikings. That one fouled into the top of the fence, probably worth a look at. See if it's damaged. That's exactly what umpire Mr. Paul Jones is doing. Pick-off attempt. Whoa, big shout from the Hawks dugout. No dive from West. And man with the big sweep. Umpire Cobb said he's safe. So still just got the one strike on the batter in the box. And again, this time West is going to get down. West has taken off to Traddles, and the balk's been called, so the out will not be recorded. So the balk called there on the pitcher Lex Traddles. So Lachlan West will stand safely at second base. A tying run now in scoring position for the Vikings. None out here in the top of the third. We've still just got the one strike on Harrison Kidney. He's been in the box there for a while. Traddles is going to follow up with a second strike. 0-2. And that one into the fence from Kidney. And Gidney will go down on strikes. So Traddles will pick up his 6th of the day. First of the innings. I'll bring to the plate for his second appearance, Ryan Wenzel. Singled to left in his first at bat, as I said, has the tying run in scoring position. And that one called quickly by Nan, the first baseman, and the out will be taken. So 2 outs now here in the top of the third. Jackson Picot will step in for his second appearance, second appearance. He singled as well, unfortunately for the Vikings, but very fortunately for the Hawks. All those hits in the top of the first were left stranded. And Traddles will open Picot's account with a strike, 65 miles an hour. That one's on the ground. Kemireso with the backhanded scoop over to Nan with a big stretch, and the out will be recorded. So the Vikings will leave another runner stranded, and they will remain scoreless here through the top of the third. We will be back shortly for the coverage from the bottom of the innings. Button. Good afternoon and welcome back to the bottom of the third innings, and the Hawks have turned their order over likewise to the Vikings, and Lachlan Heap, the batter, one-hole batter, will step in for his second appearance. He had a fly out to centre field in his first. The first pitch into Heap will set up ball one. Two balls now on Heap, 72 miles an hour from Harrison. And that will set up for Heap the 3 straight balls. So 3-0, down the chute, 3-1. That one back into the camera, Owen's favoritist thing. So count full now for Heap. That one straight back up the middle. Harrison trying to get down to it, but a very hard hit ball there from Lachlan Heap, and it will result in a single to centre field. So the Hawks have their first hit of the game. In actuality, lead off single there to Lachlan Heap. Frank Clark will step in now for his second appearance. He had a ground out to shortstop in his first. Pick-off attempt there. And Heap almost wrong-footed on that one, but he did get back in time under the tag. And again, this time Heap only a step and a half off the bag. And another movement to first base from the left-handed pitcher. Bit of a fake out there at first base by Picot. That one in at the feet of Clark. That's going to sit outside for Clark as well. 2 balls. So 3 straight balls now for Clark. Clark will draw the walk. So Hawks now with 2 base runners. Will bring to the plate for his second appearance, Migsy Nixon. Nixon hit by pitch in his first at bat. Sorry, his first appearance. It's not in that bat. And the first pitch in, down, ball 1. And that's going to find the zone from Harrison, 70 miles an hour. 1-1. That's in at the feet of Nixon. Kept in front by West. Heap and Clark will stay where they are. That one's on the ground from Nixon. It's got past the third baseman. So Nixon will pick himself up a hit. And the bases are now loaded with hawks. What's a group of hawks called? The hordes of Vikings. Come on, we've got to have a cool word other than flock, surely. Kind of call them, well, actually, it's called a kettle. But we'll just call it loaded bases, and that's a hit by pitch for Nan, and it's going to be a run for the Hawks. So very, very quickly, Nan there with the hit by pitch. Well, loaded bases, hit by pitch is a better way to define it, and that is going to be a run here for the Hawks in this bottom of the third inning. It's going to warrant a visit from the Vikings manager. So a quick recap is a single to centre, a walk to Clark. Sorry, a single to centre for Heap, a walk to Clark, a single to left for Nixon, and a hit by pitch for Nan has resulted in, excuse me, loaded, I've got the hiccups, loaded bases, none out, one in. There's a horde of Vikings on the mound and a kettle of Hawks on the base paths. See, kettle, I think cup of tea, I think cup of tea, I think relaxing. I don't want to be a relaxing group of things. I want to be a... Whoever thought any of these words were a good idea? Let's not get into an English language grammar debate on the GTL stream team. Bradley Dalton is the batter in the box. Dalton had drawn a walk in his first at bat, and he will see a first pitch strike in his second 70 miles an hour from Patrick Harrison. It is loaded bases, none out here for your Hawks, who are swing there from Dalton, 0-2, 69 miles an hour from Harrison. That's fired into right field by Dalton. Moving back on it is Riley. He will take the grab. The tag up at third will score Clark. The tag up at second will advance Nixon. So Bradley Dalton with the sacrifice fly will result in a run here for the Hawks. Good catch there from the right fielder Riley. Ran back on it away, gave the full stretch and pulled it in, kept it. And the sacrifice fly will be the first out here in the bottom of the third. The Vikings just checking whether Miguel Nixon tagged up at second base. I can have told you that one. He didn't go until significantly after Clark had come home. So Tom Truelove now will step in for his second appearance. He drew a walk in his first. He now has Hawks on the corners, Nan and Nixon. And the first pitch into Truelove will be up, ball one. Two balls. Two balls. Another ball in there from Truelove. So 3 straight balls. So Tom Truelove now with 3 straight balls. As I said, runners on the corners. Just the one out here in the bottom of the third. True Love will draw the walk. So that's going to load the bases with Hawks again. And that will bring to the plate for his second appearance, a 7-hole hitter and catcher, Andrew Johnston. A fly out to centre field for him in his first at bat. That, this time around, could result in a run for the Hawks with McGill Nixon at third base. Definitely got wheels there. That one's gone skyward. The infield fly was called a fair, but it is over the fence. Squadron sounds really military. Yeah, like, you know, fighting squadron of Hawks. No, just load of bases of Hawks. We'll just rename them. We'll just rename them, and a group of Hawks is called a loaded. And that one's fouled off by Johnston. So 2 fouls now on Andrew Johnston. And that one's on the ground. The dive from the third baseman, the throw from his knees will record the out at second base. So the fielder's choice play there for Johnston, but will result in a run. But it also will result in an out. Nice play by Wenzel from his feet. Was able to record the out at second there. Sorry, beg your pardon, from his knees. Diving play through from the knees, and the out at second. Scott Edwards will step in now for his second appearance. Scott with the sacrifice bunt. And that is out of the cards now, 2 out. First pitch and 69 miles an hour inside on Edwards, ball 1. Half-hearted pick-up attempt at first there from Harrison. And that's going to set up for Edwards. 2 balls. Outside, 3 straight balls for Edwards. It's good to see Edwards back playing again here. Took a nasty injury last week, so it's good on him for and Edwards has drawn a walk. So load of bases for the Hawks, 2 out. 9-hole hitter is coming to the plate, and we've got a visit from the Vikings manager. And it's coming through the plate, so I guess Patrick Harrison's going to stay in the game.
Matt, Gomez. Score has changed for Canterbury. Gomez replacing Patrick Harrison.
So it's not Gomez. So Patrick Harrison is out of the game, and the call to the Leagues Hub bullpen, we'll see. Just get a Christian name here.
That's what's on the result on the. Doreen, I guess, D-A-R-I-N-E.
So I've just got a confirmation that Mr. Gomez, Doreen Gomez, and I apologise if that's incorrectly pronounced, Doreen Gomez will come in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Patrick Harrison. So the new pitcher is Doreen Gomez. So just a recap of the innings. We started at the top with the leadoff hitter, Lachlan Heap. He singled to centre field. Frank Clark walked. Miguel Nixon singled to left. Jack Nan was hit by pitch. Bradley Dalton hit a sacrifice fly into right field. Tom Truelove drew a walk but was out on the base pass on a fielder's choice play for Andrew Johnston. Scott Edwards also drew a walk, and that is how we have loaded bases, 2 out, 3 in for the inning, total of 4 for the Hawks. And Jun Camireso is waiting patiently. Very, very quick warm-up pitches there from Doreen Gomez. We're back to the action. And the first pitch in from Gomez outside, ball 1, 83 miles an hour. And down the chute there from Gomez. 82 miles an hour, 1-1. .81 miles an hour from Gomez, 2 balls, 1. And that one's on the ground from Camireso. The throw from Gidney is picked by Picot, and that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the third. They will strand 3, but they will plate 3, and as we head to the top of the fourth on the Red Stitches scoreboard, it is Ryde 4, Vikings 0. We'll be back with the action for the top of the innings. Good afternoon and welcome back to the top of the fourth innings. Lex Traddles is out for his fourth innings of work. No surprise there. He's been very economical and effective. 6 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits and no runs to this point in the game. Kate Herbert is the first of the Vikings to face him here. As Herbert sends that one up onto the concourse. That one is going to miss outside. So I've got a 2-1 count here. And umpire Jones agrees. 2-1 is the count. And that off speed there, swinging right in for Traddles. So 2-2. And that's going to miss outside. Traddles thought he had it, but was outside. And one more pitch will result in a strikeout. Traddles picks up his 7th of the game. Josh Ryde will step in for his 2nd appearance. And Light deemed by umpire Jones to have gone after that ball. I didn't have Light stepping in from the left side in his first at bat. Now 2 strikes now on Light. That's on the ground. It's got through the legs of Heap out to right field. So single there for Josh Light. Corey Bigwood will step in now for his 2nd appearance. That one's hit Bigwood. So the Vikings now with base runners on 1st and 2nd, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And the new pitcher, Doreen Gomez, will step in now to have an at bat for himself. And the swing from Gomez will open his account. 74 miles an hour from Traddles. And another swing there from Gomez, 0-2. And Gomez will go down on strikes. Traddles will pick up another one. 2 out now here in the top of the 4th. Traddles 8 strikeouts for the afternoon. Shane Riley will step in now for his second appearance. And the off speed there again will skip across the front of the plate. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. And the swing there from Riley will put Traddles ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Lex Traddles will pick up yet another strikeout. The Vikings will leave those 2 runners stranded, and they will remain scoreless through 4. We'll be back for the bottom of the inning. You've got really eclectic music taste, haven't you? Reggae, jazz, and a bit of hard rock there. Is that garage? I don't know. Welcome back to the game. It's the bottom of the 4th innings, and Lachlan Heap is stepping in for his 3rd appearance. A fly out for him and a single, both to the centre field area. And a first pitch in this at bat is a ball. The new pitcher coming into the game just 1 batter ago is Doreen Gomez, and this will be the first time that Lachlan Heap will face him. And 2 balls now on Heap. .79 miles an hour from Gomez, 2-1. So 3-1 the count now for Heap. And Lachlan Heap will draw a walk. So the Hawks have their first base runner here in the bottom of the fourth innings. Frank Clark will step in for his third appearance. A ground out and a walk to Clark. This will be the first time he will face the pitching of Gomez. And the first pitch into Clark, 78 miles an hour, strike one. One and one. That one's on the ground. The not tidy pick up there from the shortstop, and Clark's going to get a board. Difficult play there by the shortstop. It is a bit dusty there in the ground. See how the scorers put that one in the books, but for our purposes, Clark is aboard. And so the Hawks now with two base runners. Miguel Nixon will step in for his third appearance. A hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a single for Nixon. Now has none out, 2 on. Gomez taking quite a long time to be ready. The last couple of pitches, that one's inside at Nixon, down ball 1. And the swing from Nixon, 1 and 1. So 2 balls, 1. .78 miles an hour from Gomez, 2-2. And a chop at it from Nixon. He'll get enough of it to keep himself alive. So 2-2 remains the count. And the swing from Nixon will see him head back to the dugout. Gomez will pick up his first strikeout of the afternoon. We'll bring to the plate for his third appearance Jack Nan. Nan with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. As runners on first and second, just the one out here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch into Nan will be down, ball 1. So 2 balls now for Nan. So 3 balls. That one's off the bat of Nan. The scoop this time will record the out at first. The double play will be turned. And just like that, the Vikings get out of a precarious situation. And after 4 innings are in the book, it is your Ryde Hawks 4, the Vikings 0. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Good afternoon and welcome back to the top of the 5th innings. Lex Traddles is out for his 5th innings of work. And again, the order has been turned over here for the Vikings. Lachlan West in for his 3rd appearance, a strikeout and a walk for him. So 2 straight balls now for West. That's going to be up. So 3 balls now for Lachlan West. And down the chute from Traddles, 3-1. That one's on the ground. Traddles isn't clean. Clark is though, but throws it away from Nan. And West is going to chance himself getting to second base. He will. So Dalton backing up there, but West is going to get to second base. We'll see how the scorers put that one in the books. But for us, we've got a base runner at second base in the form of Lachlan West. Harrison Gidney will step in now for his 3rd appearance, a single and a strikeout. Got about 45, Just over 40 minutes of this game still to play out. First pitch of a first grade scheduled for 6 p.m. A swing from Gidney will open his account. 72 miles an hour from Traddles. That one's going to be gloved by Nan. So the line out for Gidney. So Nan will take the out there at first. No opportunity for the double play. West back to second base in plenty of time. Ryan Wenzel will step in now for his third appearance. And the first pitch outside, called strike one. And down the chute on that one, 65 miles an hour from Traddles, 0-2. That one's on the ground, straight back up the middle from Wenzel. The scoop from Nixon. And no movement from West. He's happy to just move 90 feet. So the single from Wenzel will bring to the plate for his third appearance, Jackson Picot. Pick off there at first. Traddles isn't interested in West at third. Well, that's going to set up for Picot. 73 miles an hour on ball. This time. So we've got one out on the base pass, and West has got himself caught in a rundown, and he's going to be out too. So Wenzel is picked off at second. West thought he could get home, and West is going to be picked off as well. So all the Hawks combining there. I can't even count the number of hands that went through, but the tag was applied by Traddles, and Picot will not complete his time at bat here in the top of the fifth. He'll come back and get us underway in the top of the sixth. Nice piece of fielding there from the Hawks, keeping the Vikings scoreless here in the fifth, and we will be back for the bottom of the inning. Good afternoon and welcome back to the bottom of the fifth innings. Bradley Dalton will step in to get us underway. Doreen Gomez will remain on the mound for the Vikings and come out for his third innings of work. First pitch into Dalton. Ball one. So 2 balls now for Dalton. That's inside on Dalton, so 3 straight balls. And that one over the head of Dalton, so he's going to draw a 4-ball straight walk. So Tom Truelove now will step in for his third appearance. He's drawn back-to-back walks himself. This will be the first time he will face... Yes, it will be the first time he'll face the pitching of Gomez. That's down for ball 1. More technically, Gomez pitched 1 batter in an inning, then he's had a full. So technically, you know, he's pitched in 3. It's not a full third inning, but we'll see how we go. Just to clarify for those technical at home who are criticising. I get it right for you if I can. He pitched 2-1 batter in the bottom of the third, came out, pitched the bottom of the fourth, and he's now out to pitch the bottom of the fifth. So technically he has pitched in 3, but it's not a full 3 innings of work at this point. "75 miles an hour from Gomez. Two balls, 1 strike is the count on Truelove. That's going to miss down, 78 miles an hour. 3-1. And Truelove will draw a second walk. So back-to-back walks issued here to the Hawks in the bottom of the 5th. And Andrew Johnston will step in for his third appearance, fly out and reaching on a fielder's choice. A strike called there on Johnston to open his account. A throw from West down to first. Into the glove of Picot. Truelove just getting into the base behind him. That's going to sit in and up for Johnston. Well, that's a choppy hit back up the middle from Johnston. The samp on the bag by Gidney is again going to be a fielder's choice play for Johnston. True Love will be out at second base, but it wasn't super clean. Back through first, and Dalton will come home and score. The Hawks extend their lead here, 5-0. Scott Edwards is being pitch hit for here, so this is Kai Stacey. So Kai Stacey's come in to pinch hit for Scott Edwards in the designated hitter position. Andrew Johnston is the only base runner here for the Hawks. It is 1 out, 1 on, 1 in here in the bottom of the 5th. And the swing there from Stacey will open his account. 1. And the hack there from Stacey will go into the top of the fence. 0-2. And that's going to miss outside. 1-2. That one lifted skyward by Stacey. It will hit the roof of the storage cage adjacent to the batting tunnel down the left field line. The 1-2 remains a count. And Stacey will go down on strikes. That will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance, Jun Kamireso. A ground out and a strikeout for him. He now has a base runner, Andrew Johnston, standing at first base. .79 miles an hour from Gomez, strike 1. That one's in the dirt. Camiroso quick to signal Johnston down to second. It's a great shot of the ballpark there, huh? From that other shot. That one. It's a cracker shot of the ballpark. One on one. That one's past the outstretched hand of Gomez, picked up at second base by Bigwood over to Picot, and the out will be recorded. So the Hawks will strand the run of Johnston, but they will score the run of Dalton. And after 5 completed is your Ryde Hawks 5, Vikings 0. We'll take a break and be back for the top of the 6th. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the top of the 6th innings. And Lex Traddles is back out on the mound. No changes for your Hawks defensively. And Jackson Picot is the first of the Vikings to the batter's box in this innings. First pitch in is a ball. That was what Picot had on him actually before the half innings ended on the base paths. And 71 miles an hour from Traddles, 1-1. It's outside, 2 balls, 1. So 2-2 is the count now on Picot. He's walked out of the batter's box, out of the screen there. Reset. That one's outside. So full count now for Picot. And the swing from Picot will send him back to the dugout. Traddles' 10th strikeout of the afternoon. Pate Herbert will step in now for his 3rd appearance. And 65 miles an hour will miss the zone. 1-0. And that will be called a strike despite the check swing from Herbert. 1-1. And that one's fouled back into the fence. So 1 ball, 2. Traddles ahead here. It's up and out. So 2-2. That is going to fill up the count now for Herbert. It's a full count. And Herbert will go down on strikes. Traddles will pick up his 11th strikeout of the afternoon. That will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance Josh Light. Strikeout and a single to right field for Light. First pitch in, 74 miles an hour, ball 1. 2 out here in the top of the 6th. A 1-1 count now for Light. And that one's outside, so 2-1. And the swing there from Light, 73 miles an hour from Traddles, 2-2. That one sent skyward by Light. Waste called very quickly there by catcher Johnston. Just be a long foul for Josh Light. And Light will go down on strikes, and Traddles will continue to carve through this Vikings lineup. 12 strikeouts for him for the afternoon. And if the Hawks can bat for 8 or 9 minutes, that should see the end of this game, in which case, I don't want to say it, but you all know what I'm thinking. We'll be back shortly for the bottom of the 6th.
Change the centre fiddle. We've got Jake Shorey coming into the game for Jake Herbert. So it's Jake Shorey, number 30. Straight change, yes. Minard, Matty Minard, centre field, Shorey.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th innings. We do have a defensive change here for the Vikings. Jake Shorey has come into the game for Cade Herbert, and he will take up the fielding responsibilities in centre field. No change to the battery, and Dareen Gomez will remain on the mound. So just that one change there. Jake Shorey is now in centre field, and will bring its turn to the order over for Your Ryde Hawks, and Lachlan Heap will step in for his 4th appearance this afternoon. Fly out, a single and a walk, and he's put that one on the ground. The scoop is off the chest of the shortstop, Gidney, and Heap will get aboard. So a very hard hit ball there from Lachlan Heap, bouncing off the chest of Harrison Gidney. And the Hawks have a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th. Frank Clark will step in for his also 4th appearance. A ground out, a walk, and possibly an error charged on the shortstop. I haven't got a confirmation of that from the scorers yet, but he was aboard as a base runner in the bottom of the 4th, and that's my call. Errors are a scorer's determination. I do sometimes look over at the scorers when the play is a little bit controversial to see if they pick up their red pens and take my cue from them. But in some circumstances, I can't always see that. So I will not try and guess what the scorers have put. All I need to know is that he's a base runner, and that's it. 76 miles an hour on Clark. Strike 1. Heap's taken off on the pitch. It's in the dirt. So Lachlan Heap will get the stolen base. It's in the dirt at the feet of Clark. So 1-1. And that one fouled back into the foot of Clark. I heard the owl through the field, Mike. And the runner's taken off on the crack of the bat. The ball's on the ground. And Clark will go down on the ground out. But Heap will move down to third base. So 1 out here for the Hawks. And Lachlan Heap standing safely at third base. Mixie Nixon will step in now for his third appearance. Hit by pitch, a single and a strikeout for him. And the first pitch in to Nixon, strike one. That one fouled off by Nixon, 0-2. Nixon will go down on strikes. So 2 away here. Gomez will pick up his third strikeout of the afternoon. Two away for the Hawks. Nan in for his fourth appearance. A strikeout, hit by pitch, and a ground into a double play has Heap standing safely at third base. You'll see the first pitch in, ball one. Nance jumped on that and it will go over the fence onto the concourse. Nan got a read on that one himself, actually. He didn't even make a move down the line, could see that it was trailing away. So 1-1 the count now for Nan. That one's on the ground for Nan, past the diving second baseman. So Heap will come home to score. So the single there for Nan will advance the Hawks here in this game. And keep that half innings alive. Bradley Dalton will step in now for his fourth appearance. All of Dalton's are going to be classed as appearances, not any at bats here yet. A walk, a sacrifice fly, and a walk. First pitch into Dalton, down, ball one. 78 miles an hour from Gomez. That's outside. It's got away from West, and Nan's going to chance himself and get down to second, which he does, to a giant roar from the Hawks bullpen, for Hawks dugout, sorry. So a runner in scoring position now for Dalton. 2 balls on the batter in the box, Bradley Dalton. It is 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the strike for Dalton. Based on the time, I would say this is probably the final innings of this game. So 2-2 now the count for Dalton. And Dalton sends that one skyward. It's headed out to centre field, and the grab will be taken by Jake Shorey. So we're going out for another one. Okay, so we're going out for another one. We'll be back shortly for the top of the 7th. Is that time?
No. We started at 37. 37 past we started. So still 5 minutes of normal, like before 10-minute rule cuts in. Hey, mate.
We've got Cam Howey in as DH, and the DH coming into the game. So, Cam Howey the third base.
So who's the Cam Howey coming in for? Who's the Clive Stacey? So it's Howey for Stacey. Lex is out. Clark becomes a pitcher. So we've got Highway for Stacey.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the top of the 7th. And I just had a confirmation from the umpires that because the games did start late, there is still 5 minutes of play remaining in this game of a regular time. So we are out for a 7th inning, and we have a pitching change here. So an outstanding 6 innings of work from Lex Traddles to keep the Vikings scoreless, picking himself up 12 strikeouts along the way, giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, but no runs. And what a great assignment for Lex Traddles. Nice pitching to Lex. He's been replaced on the mound by Frank Clark, and we've also got Cameron Howey has come into the game for Kai Stacey. Stacey came in as a pinch hitter, as a designated hitter. In the designated hitter spot, I should say, Cameron Howey's come into the game for Kai Stacey in the 8 hole and is now fielding at third base. The third baseman, Frank Clark, is on the mound. The batter in the box, the first one to face Clark, will be the 7-hole hitter and second baseman, Corey Bigwood. The first pitch in from Clark, 78 miles an hour, ball one. In fact, we may even have a pinch hitter here. 39. No, it is Bigwood, beg your pardon. Here we go, 75 miles an hour from Clark, 2 balls. .78 miles an hour from Clark. Down the chute, 2-1. And another strike there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bigwood. And that's going to miss inside. So full count. And Bigwood will go down on strike, so Clark will pick up his first strikeout of the afternoon. And the first out here in the top of the 7th. Doreen Gomez, the pitcher of record for the Vikings, will now step in for his second appearance. And Gomez will get a little bit of that one. So the foul for Gomez. 0-1. And 2 strikes now on Gomez. 0-2. 79 miles an hour from Clark. And that's inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's sent into the top of the fence by Gomez. 1-2 remains the count. Again into the top of the fence. Was that the bat or the head? So that was a hit by pitch in the helmet there for Gomez. He seems to be okay down the first base line there, but it did hit Gomez in the head. So 1 out, 1 on here for the Vikings in the top of the 7th. And the 9-hole hitter Shane Riley will step in for his 3rd appearance. Another pair of bright yellow batting gloves. You see them? That's all you can see in the street now that I've pointed them out. Huh? First pitch in to Riley, down ball 1. .78 miles an hour from Clark, 1-1. Another strike there, 79 miles an hour from Clark. 1 ball, 2. Time called by Riley. foul there from Riley. That's going to miss down. So 2-2 is the count now for Shane Riley. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th innings in what will most definitely be the final innings of this game. And the swing from Riley will record the second out for Clark's second strikeout. It's going to turn the order over. Lachlan West will step in for his 4th appearance. I've got a strikeout, a walk, and potentially reaching on an error. 2 out here, 1 on. West has jumped on the first pitch. And Dalton will track it and take the catch in right field. And that is the end of this game. So this one will go the way the Hawks of 6 runs to 0. Trattles and Clark combining to keep the Vikings scoreless through 7 innings. And that will be the end of our coverage here. We will be back, of course, for the first grade game, which is scheduled to start for 6 p.m. But based on this one going just now into 10 to 6, we should be perhaps a little bit late. But get settled. We'll be back shortly with the coverage of first grade. Good afternoon. I'm Kerry Choi on behalf of the GTL stream. We'll be back shortly.